guys, welcome back to another episode of Talk. So, I'm your host, Max. You can call me Epno because the channel's named after Epno. And this is my friend, Chris.
Hey,
Chris,
YouTube.
tell us where you're from.
I'm from Indonesia, but I spent most of my life outside of Indonesia, apparently. So I lived in China for 9 years and Korea in 2 years, and now I'm living in Japan.
Okay. And what's it like being an international citizen, I guess?
Well, it's very different. Like, I go back to Indonesia and it doesn't feel like I'm Indonesian at all. You know, it's just, I've been in China for half my life. You could consider me Chinese even though I don't speak, Chinese well enough. But like, I feel like there's something different about being an international student just because you're also good at speaking English and like, you're just not good at speaking your native language anymore. It's just a completely different world in my perspective.
Oh, objection, I can speak my Mandarin pretty well.
But I can't.
That's your problem, not mine.
That's the difference, apparently.
Hey, I'm an international person too.
Yeah, I suppose.
Like, okay, sure, I didn't go as many places as you did, but...
But you spent most of your life in Taiwan, in your home country, didn't you?
No.
Oh, no, you didn't?
Half-half.
Oh, half-half.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. In my case, I spent, like, the first 6 years in Indonesia.
Okay, fine, you've moved around
so, like,
more, but
yeah,
still.
I grew up in China, more or less.
It's not like I spoke Mandarin back in Taiwan. Like, okay, for the record, I'm pretty sure any high schooler friends can confirm with me on this. I barely spoke Mandarin when we were in high school.
Probably way better than my Indonesian.
I don't know. Anyways, what do you like to advertise about Indonesia, I guess?
Indonesia? Well, I'm pretty sure most of you, when you think of Indonesia, you'll think of, Bali, and you'll know the capital, which is Jakarta, even though I'm from neither of these places. But I guess, what I like about Indonesia, the food is great. Like, it's really diverse. You can find anything on the streets and it'll be like a great culinary experience provided you don't get a stomach ache. So I would say the food is great.
Okay, well, what's the main dish that you'd recommend to viewers?
Personally, I like satay, which is a sort of skewer, like meat on a skewer. You can have either chicken or mutton. That's the two main ones, and it's dipped in a sort of peanut sauce, Indonesian style peanut sauce. And so that's my personal favorite Indonesian dish.
Okay, fair enough. So moving on, as always, I love poems, and here's the poetry section. This one is by Albert van Hoogmode, if I'm pronouncing his name correct. It's called A Crime Scene. There's been a murder. A woman was killed, found in a bathtub, partially filled. A pair of policemen went into the house and questioned the poor woman's spouse. He'd just come home from working all night and found her like that, a terrible sight. The younger policeman looked on with dismay. He'd never forget that terrible day. He saw the women from behind the door and empty milk cartons all over the floor, scattered strawberries, slices of fruit, and spoonfuls of sugar and honey to boot. Who could have done this terrible thing? His voice had a horrified, pitiful ring. Just look at the clues, replied Sergeant Miller. It looks like the work of a serial killer. For viewers, serial killer is spelled like the breakfast cereal, not the serial killer cereal.
And it seems like there's a typo here, sergeant. Isn't it sergeant?
Yeah, so that's why I said surgeon when reading it, because
Sergeant.
Maybe it's like this like local English thing, like how like British America have different English. I don't know.
Yeah,
could be one of those. What do you think about this poem?
Okay, well, my first impressions, there's end rhyme. Now that's, that's something I haven't seen in a while ever since, all those free verse coming out. But I feel like the end rhyme really contributes to the sort of dramatic atmosphere at the beginning. And I also never expected the plot twist at the end, the work of a serial killer. You would think that the poem is taking on a kind of serious tone with with the wordings. Like, he would never forget that terrible day. And I feel like the atmosphere is pretty dark in the beginning, and I'd never expect the plot twist in the end. The work of a serial killer. That's beautiful wordplay right there. Yeah, that's my first impression.
Fair enough. So, one thing that's really interesting about this poem is how it started out with women in a bathtub, and then later on it never mentions that again. So it's I find it kind of interesting how it just completely ignores the first part just for a comedic twist.
Yeah, you're right. It's a woman was killed, found in the bathtub, fairly
Partially filled.
partially filled. But then during the terrible day, he saw the young moon from behind the door, and empty milk cartons all over the floor. So, I'm guessing the woman was still in the bathtub, but what he saw.
Perhaps, yeah.
Like, did he just saw the young moon behind the door or in the bathtub fairly killed? Like,
Well, maybe it's
partially
like, you know, like those rooms where like you open the door and there's a bathtub there, like in the horror stories, horror movies, whatever.
Oh, I see.
It could be one of those situations.
Because when I
and the bathtub was partially filled with milk.
empty milk cartons, yeah.
That's kind of weird. Or partially filled with cereal. I'm trying to imagine this scene. So there's like this woman. She's halfway in the bathtub, and then there's like the bathtub is filled with milk and cereal and fruits. And she's dead.
And she's dead.
So the milk is probably like blood red because the blood's flowing out if she got stabbed or something.
Like when I think of behind the door, for some reason I was thinking of the front door. So I was kind of confused.
Yeah, when I went through it the first time by myself, definitely when I heard like behind the door, I was thinking more of like a kitchen door, like how they have in like the Western houses. But no, it seems it could be like a bathroom. So bathrooms do have doors, and like in like a lot of like horror stories or whatever that you see, even like in hotels, like you open it up and the first thing you see is a bathtub.
Yeah.
So it could be something like that.
You're right.
Moving on. So for this episode, I have prepared strange candies from Japan. Strange candies.
I see them.
So viewers don't see the table in front of us, but I'm just holding it up. Here we have this cotton candy in a plastic cup. Quite the stylish design for cotton candy. Here we have supposedly the longest candy possible. I don't know. It's 126 centimeters long. It's two flavors, soda and cola. It's like a gummy candy, I guess. And last but not least, we have this, which it's like a prank candy. There's 3 pieces of candy in here, and one piece is extremely sour.
Oh.
So which one would you like to try first?
First?
Yes.
I think I'll kill myself first. I'll have this.
Okay.
The sour candy.
Well, potentially sour.
Yeah.
Okay, so just opening it up. There's 3 pieces of candy. One of them is extremely sour.
They all look the same.
Yeah.
I'm picking one. All
Take
right.
your pick.
I'll pick the middle.
Okay, I'll take the one from the side. So the bad one's the one that's sour. There's this one that's not in, that's still in the tray. It might be a sour one. We don't know. I got the sour one.
Hey!
It's literally lemon that just like flows out.
Mm. Wait, is this a gum? Yeah, it is a gum.
Yeah. Oh, damn, this is sour. That's my daily shot of vitamin C, people. Okay, let's move on. I actually kind of like sour stuff. This is extremely sour, but I can deal with it.
Good for you. You're not dead yet.
Next, we have. Which one do you want? Do you want the cotton candy or do you
I'll
want
take the cotton candy. Yeah.
Cotton candy in a cup. I'm not sure why they sell this. They could just sell cotton candy normally at a carnival, but okay.
But it's really cheap.
Yeah, it is really cheap. It's like converted to American dollars, it's about
like
38 cents.
Yeah.
So 40 cents, I guess. But yeah, I just launched. Okay, there we go. Cotton candy. Try it out.
How do I eat this? Do I just like
Just
take it
pull
out?
it, yeah.
I pull it out.
Yeah. Pull a piece.
Pull a piece, huh? And it melts into your mouth. Just like cotton candy. So much sugar. It's actually pretty tasty, if I must say so myself. I've never had cotton candy in a while.
Oh yeah, this is just sugar.
Yeah, it is just sugar.
Yeah, pure sugar. Hate that. I'm not sure why I'm torturing myself by buying sweet foods. For the record, I don't usually eat sweet foods.
I don't usually eat candy either, so there's that.
But you like it, right?
I like it. I'm fine with it. It's just that
Yeah, he's fine with it. I'm not. I like have a dislike for most sweet foods except from like maybe a few types of chocolate.
Thing is, I don't eat candy because I get coughs after I eat them usually.
Anyway, so this is cotton candy and a cup. There's actually a lot in here if you think about like the amounts you usually eat. But I guess as parents, maybe this might be like the good portion that you want your kid to eat whenever they want cotton candy. Like usually at carnivals, that's a lot of sugar. This might be like the perfect amount that you want your kid to eat. So maybe this is marketed towards like people like that in Japan. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, very interesting product. Next up, we have long candy. Would you like to have the honors of opening it?
Oh, for sure. Well, here it is.
So,
Now it is really long.
oh yeah, this is long.
Want to cut it up?
We can just rip it later. But yeah, this is
Alright.
kind of showing a camera. This is pretty long.
How do you want to eat this, Max? Kimos?
I'm not going to eat the whole thing. Its texture of gumminess is a bit queer.
Hmm.
Thoughts? Out of 10, how would you rate this?
Yeah, 5. I wouldn't eat it. I mean, it's not bad, but I just don't like the texture. It's really chewy. Hard to chew.
I'm just gonna rate it a 2. I'm sorry, I don't really like candy. I'm not sure why I'm torturing myself. Okay, just going through all the candy. Cotton candy and cup. How much would you rate this out of 10?
Only a 7. It's actually one of the decent
Okay,
ones.
yeah, this one was actually good.
Yeah,
I
it's
give it that.
decent.
It's sweet, but it's decent. So I'll give it 6. 6 on my side.
So critical.
The gum that has the sour candy.
8. As long as you don't get the sour candy.
Yeah, I go for a 9 on this, just because if you
Just
have
'cause
like
it's sour.
if you have like 3 friends, you can just each get one and see who has the worst luck for that specific day. And the long candy was interesting. I'll give it that, but no, the flavor is kind of off. Its texture was off. Not a big fan of it.
Feels cheap.
Moving on to the next section. We have either or questions again, like always. Either or questions or would you rather questions come from a website called either.io. You can go there yourself and like try to see some of these crazy questions they have here. First question up: would you rather have been to Hogwarts or trained under Obi-Wan Kenobi?
I'd rather have been trained under Obi-Wan Kenobi
Why?
because I'd rather have good martial arts skill than casting magic rather.
Yeah, but like if you've been to Hogwarts, you get to use like all the cool magic spells.
But I get to utilize the power of the Force if I've been trained under Obi-Wan Kenobi.
What's the Force going to do for you when Voldemort comes for you and does Avada Kedavra? I hope that's a spell. Oh gosh, if I messed up the spell, that'd be embarrassing. Anyways,
I don't know. I feel like it's cool, you know, having your own lightsaber, swing it around. I mean, people won't come close to you when you have a lightsaber.
yeah, but when you get blasted by Avada Kedavra, you're dead.
Oh, we're mixing both worlds now.
Yeah, we're mixing both worlds.
Huh. Okay, now that's interesting. Now it's still trained under Obi-Wan Kenobi. Come on, you learned more than just the power of the Force. You learned the philosophy of it too.
Yeah, but at Hogwarts, you learn the philosophy of the magic.
It's not as cool as the Force.
You get to meet these awesome creatures in the world. Dragons, centaurs, what else do they have? Hippogriffs. A bunch. The mentors suck your soul. The Force can't help you with that. The mentors are literally ghosts that suck your souls. I'm pretty sure the Force can't hurt ghosts.
But hey, who says you can't meet anyone else? You can just travel the universe, right? If you're training under Obi-Wan Kenobi. Come on, think of countless different stars. You'll also meet a lot of creatures too.
Yes, and then while your spaceship flies overhead, they just use like Wingardium Leviosa, control your ship and make it crash.
Hey, that's what I wanted. That's how I want to die. That's a cool death, isn't it?
Okay.
I don't know. Rather die than getting stomped by a troll or something.
I'm voting for Hogwarts. Chris is voting for Obi-Wan Kenobi. Who won? You viewers decide in the comments below, I guess. Definitely Hogwarts.
Oh
The next Would You Rather question. This one's really interesting. Would you rather bathe in vomit? Vomit. Or would you rather bathe in worms? Actually, I know my answer for this.
You know your answer?
Yeah, I already know.
They're both bad. Actually, I'd rather bathe in vomit.
Huh. Completely different. I'm bathing in worms.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
No, because like worms are just like I'm guessing this means like earthworms.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So, in case of earthworms, they're just like crawling over here and there, but like they're not like going to like harm your body except maybe like diseases. But I'm pretty sure you'd like if you're bathing in it, you can like get out really fast and like also you can probably like kind of clean the worms before you throw them in the bath. So I feel like it'd be safer, but like in terms of vomit, no matter how you look at it, vomit has a bit of acidity to it. Like it's going to be eating at your skin or whatever.
Yeah, I suppose. I'm more familiar to vomit because I've been drunk several times and I've vomited. I mean, it's not the best experience, but I don't want anything slithering around.
No, but like vomit also has like this strong smell. Like I feel like worms wouldn't have that much of a smell.
I'm more resistant to smell than other people, though.
Okay, if you argue like that, maybe.
I don't know. I'd rather have the sensation of being around vomit than like having worms crawl up my skin.
Interesting. Personally, I would still worms on my side. Like what you're arguing for me is it's not that big of a bonus. I'd rather still go with worms. Like the crawling sensation, like I can live with that. I think. I hope.
I don't think we'd have the experience of bathing in either vomit or worms anyway, unless it's for a crazy TV show.
Well, no, okay, worms is also like easier to prepare. Like, how are you supposed to like prepare vomit? Like, grab a bunch of people and get them all puke in a bathtub?
No, just get people drunk. Simple as that.
Yeah, but you still have to get a bunch of people. Like, one person isn't going to fill a bathtub. You need a bunch of people to fill a bathtub. So, put it this way, you're not swimming in like one person's vomit. It's not your own vomit. You're swimming in a bunch of people's vomit, unless you're like somehow storing the vomit over a long period of time.
That's interesting, actually. How will each person's vomit, if they get combined, how will it? Okay, I'm not even gonna think about it.
Yeah, that's going a bit too far. Anyways, so let's end up the episode. Thank you once again for coming on the show. We went through 4 sections today. That was great. And any last comments?
Oh, I had a lot of fun. See you guys next time.
Yep. Okay, so see you guys next time, and yeah. Next time we'll have someone else. I haven't actually confirmed who, but stay focused, I guess. See you guys.